Hey you guys, it's your girl Brimarvalous and I'm here back with another video. If you're new, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for continuing to support me. Make sure you're following me on all my socials at Brimarvalous to stay updated with me, and we're gonna get right into the video. So I know I haven't done a makeup tutorial on YouTube for a while now, so I was like, let me get on here and show y'all some of the looks that I've been doing. And one of my favorite recent looks was the looks that I did for my birthday. So that's the tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys today, how to get this flawless birthday baddie glam look, because period, we eating the girls up, what Cardi say. But anyways, if you want to know how I got this look, make sure you subscribe, stay tuned, and I will see you guys in the next clip. Okay guys, so this is my face freshly washed, and then we're gonna go in with some Noxzema pads as well to go ahead and get the skin very clean. This does have a strong smell to it, so make sure you are careful around the eyes, but it's a good exfoliant and cleanser if you are doing this on a client. So after I do that, while my skin is drying down, I like to go ahead and do my brows. This is the Too Faced Superfine Brow Detailer Pencil, and it is in the shade dark brown. And so I'm just gonna take this and we're gonna outline my brows, brush them over to the side, and do the same thing to the other one. How it looks is very small, very precise. And then I'm just gonna start from the inner corner, go across the brows, just like that. And then now I'm just going to fill the brow in. In the beginning of the brow, you're going to want to make like brush hair like strokes, if that makes sense. So you just want to lightly, I like to go in an upward motion, very lightly. Okay, so after I'm done filling in my brows, I'm going to go ahead and conceal the bottom of the brow with the shade Chestnut from Born This Way concealer. And then I'm also going to be concealing the top of my brows with Dollhouse Cosmetic Concealer in the shade DC3. I'm going to be going in with a Morphe flat brush. I actually need to get some more of these, but whatever. And I like to start not too close to the brow, just in case I have to take it up. And bam, just like that. And then we're going to do the same thing to the other side. And for the look we're doing today, we're going to go ahead and take that concealer over and down to the eyelids to prep a base for that eyeshadow. Okay, and so to blend out our concealer, we're going to be using the Real Techniques brush in the number 300, and I absolutely love this brush because it blends everything in very seemingly. So I'm going to do my top brow, the other brow, and I will come back to you guys. Okay guys, so now that I've concealed my brows, I'm going to take a translucent honey powder from Laura Mercier. And y'all, this is absolutely a great powder. It's about $30, but it works very well. So I'm just gonna take some and dab my brush that I used to blend out that concealer and tap the excess off, and then just go over my eyelids with it. And this helps to make that eyeshadow pop a bit more and also help with no creases in the eye. After I set my eyes, I'm going to go ahead and go in with eyeshadow. Today we're going to be using the Mented Cosmetics Everyday Eyeshadow Palette. You can get this from Mented Cosmetics and use the code BRIM15 for some money off, because period, makeup get expensive, so make sure y'all tap in. But anyways, this is the color palette that they have. All mostly earth toned colors, which we love. So today we're going to be going in with these two shades right here at the bottom. Very, very cute. So first we're gonna tap into this color right. Brush that you have, a fluffy brush is cool. And this is gonna be our base slash transition color. And you're gonna wanna bring this all over the eyelid and into the brow. Just like that. Very, very simple. So now that we have our base color down, we're gonna use that second brown. And we're gonna put that right exactly only on the eyelid, not the whole entire eye. We're just gonna tap, knock some of that off, and slightly just go on the lid. And you really want to make sure that you blend this out because you don't want to be looking like you have a black eye. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to put on some eyelashes. I have some eyelashes from MeCo Lash Company, and they are very, very cute. They give off the look of extensions, and this is in the style Stunner. You can use code Brimarvalous.collab to get 15% off, so make sure you use that code. The glue I'm going to use is a Duo Lash Glue. It's a very, very good glue. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to apply this glue along my lash line, and then I'm just going to strictly just go ahead and apply the lashes, which I feel is a very much easier technique to do when you're trying to just be quick. So I just apply it just as it's like an eyeliner. And then I'm just going to take my tweezers and grab the lash off of the lash tray. These are super, super cute. And then I'm just going to take this big mirror I have right here, and we're literally just going to put it on. Make sure it's stuck on there. And then sometimes I like to go ahead and just use my hand to put the rest of the lash on. And just like that, we have our first lash on, and we're going to do the same thing to the other side. So now that we have our brows, eyes, and lashes on, we're going to go ahead and go in with a moisturizer from e.l.f. And it is their Holy Hydration Face Cream with hyaluronic acid and peptides. And y'all, this is a very good moisturizer. It's good for dryly, oily, and combination skin, so I highly recommend this. I literally just take some little dots of it and put it all over my face, a little bit on my forehead, and then we're just literally going to rub that into the skin very, very well. And I have like dry skin in my T-zone area, so especially like my nose area, I have to make sure that part is very, very hydrated. Okay, so today for primer, we're going to be using the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. And as y'all can see, I'm almost about out of it, but y'all, this is a good primer. And the substitute one that I like to use is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, which is also very more on the affordable side. But this one has a very, very nice grip to it, and it will have your makeup sitting on all day. Just want to rub that in. And especially get under the eyes. So for foundation, we're going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation in the shade 510W. Literally just gonna put just a bit, because you can always add more there. And literally one dot to my forehead. And then to the chin area. And then I'm going to take this e.l.f. foundation flat brush, and then I'm just going to like put it throughout the skin to see the coverage that I'm going to have before I blend it all the way out, which I really like doing because then it also helps for blending out when you're using a brush. Depending on what you're wearing, you can take it down to your neck a little bit. So to blend this out, I'm going to be using the Real Technique 200 brush. It is the Expert Face Brush, and I absolutely love this brush. All the brushes will be on my Amazon storefront. So we're just going to take this and just go in a tapping motion. I never drag. Dragging is just going to give you streaks all on your face, and we don't want that. So You're just gonna tap it all in and make sure you're getting where you put any on the neck area. And this foundation, like, it's full coverage, but it also feels light on my face, if that makes sense. Something I also like to do is take a napkin, if I have to wipe some of the excess foundation on if it's a bit too much, but this is doing pretty well. Now that we have our foundation, we're going to be using 2 concealers. I'm going to be using an extra concealer to brighten up the under eye, and we're going to be using the Born This Way concealer in the shade Chestnut and Toffee as well. And once again, both of these concealers are very full coverage, and that's what I like about them. They don't dry down fast, so that is a plus. First, I'm gonna go in with Toffee, since that is a darker shade than the other one. And I'm just gonna apply this under the eye and like all of your T-zone areas where you want this to be highlighted. As y'all can see, I went ahead and placed all of the concealer all over, and then I placed the chestnut color right only up under the under eye, not even fully, but just in the corners kind of. First, when I'm blending out my concealer, I'm going to take my Real Techniques 402 brush, and I'm just going to blend out the edges of the concealer, and you'll see what I mean by that. So especially like for under the eyes, I'm not going to touch nowhere near that really, because we're gonna go in with a damp beauty blender. So literally just the edges. And if you need to, like I said, get you a paper towel or some type of wipe, and you can wipe off any excess product that you need to. And you're just gonna blend till you can't blend no more, okay? Now that we've blended out our edges, we're gonna take our damp beauty blender. It must be damp. It must be damp. I can't stress enough. It must be damp. It must be damp, okay? And we're gonna blend out the rest of the under eye, and then we're gonna go over all the other places that we conceal. So just make sure that everything is completely blended out. Okay, so now that our concealer is all blended out, we're gonna go ahead and contour. A lot of people are surprised by this when I say this, but this is a Juvia's Place lipstick, okay? And it's in the shade Brunch Chestnut. I bought it thinking it was a contour, but it's a lipstick and it works very well as a contour, okay? So we're literally just gonna apply it on the cheeks, the forehead, the nose, and the jawline. Get right there. I think I'm almost about out because I've been using it like crazy. And your nose contour does not have to be perfect right now, because we're gonna go back and fix up any little mistakes. So now I'm gonna take my Real Technique soft sculpting brush, 450 brush, and we're gonna use that to blend out our contour. And you just really want to go in tapping motion. Really try to keep the contour in place. It can be hard, but you just have to kind of trust yourself and take your time. For my nose, I like to take this really small brush. It's the Real Technique 257 brush, and this is the part where I do kind of drag the contour down on the nose, just to go ahead and help with the process of blending it out. And you want to make sure you're bringing the contour into the beginning of the brow. After doing our contour, we're going to go ahead and set the concealer, and we're going to be using that Laura Mercier Translucent Honey Setting Powder again, and we're going to be using our damp beauty blender again to go ahead and set those areas. And we are literally just going to dab in there. I like to blow the excess off, and then you're literally just going to press this into the skin. And you kind of want to look up to make sure you're getting the under eye so you can avoid the chances of creasing, because that's what powder helps as well for. So just an important tip, if you have smile lines, because I very much have smile lines, what you want to do, you're going to do the same process, but you really want to place that powder into the smile line. So I'll go over my upper lip and right here, because that's where it kind of creases the most for me. So we'll just tap and really press into that line. And do the same thing to the other side. Don't worry if we look a little ghosty right now, but what I like to do next is take my MAC Studio Fix in the shade NW85, and this is a shade that is closer to my skin tone, and we're going to use this big fluffy brush to kind of just set this part of my face to make sure we're keeping that same skin tone there. We are not trying to change the color of our face. We are just, you know, wanting to brighten up the under eye and keep the areas that are supposed to be brightened. Same thing to the other side. And you can also use a loose setting powder to do this, but I like this better. So after I do that, I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty bronzer, and this is in the shade Thick Matte, and it is very, very pigmented. Like sometimes I'll just use this as a contour if I'm doing like something very, very quick. And I'm going to take this Sephora angle brush to go ahead and apply that on my cheeks or just everywhere I contour. We want to bring some color back to our face. And we can't forget to hit the nose. Okay, so now I'm going to take my MAC Studio Fix pressed powder in the shade NW45, and we're going to use this to set all of the places that we put concealer or highlight, whatever you want to call it. That's what we're going to press this in to, you know, go ahead and kind of settle and smooth out that concealer. Your pressed powder should still complement the color of your concealer. And yeah, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to take a powder puff and just really tap that into there, and then we're just going to go ahead and press everywhere we put concealer. So now I'm going to take that same brush that I used to contour with, and I'm literally just going to go back over and bring that up into the temple area, and just to make sure none of that faded away, because we don't need nothing to go away anymore. Then I'm going to slightly go over the nose. I'm going to take my foundation brush again and use that to make sure there aren't any harsh lines. Okay, so before I add any blush, I'm going to take a black eyeliner. You can get this from a beauty supply store. That's where I got it from. And I'm going to apply it under the eye, not on my waterline because I'm very sensitive, but it's going to be on the skin. And plus, I think that I personally feel like that makes it pop even more versus just the waterline. So I'm just going to take it, pull down a bit, and just literally draw on the skin. Okay, boom, and just like that we have our black under eyes. Super cute. And I'm just gonna blend that pressed powder in just a little bit more, which I think is good, but you can never blend enough. You can never blend enough. I'm going to be taking my Juvia's Place Duo blush palette. I think it's called Duo. I just regularly say blush palette, but this is their blush palette in the shade Volume 6, and it has a light orange and also a dark orange, which is super cute. So this is the blush we're going to be using today. So I'm literally just going to take my blush brush and tap in this dark orange and then just apply it right above the contour. And I really be liking a lot. After I do that, I'm going to take my Morphe setting mist spray and we're just going to set that. And we're going to let that dry down. And you can also get a little mini pan and just... Okay, so now we're going to be moving on to the lips. I'm going to be using this pencil by Arjane Beauty. A brand actually sent me this and I actually really do like it. So I'm just going to outline the lips regularly and that's about it. Y'all, so after I line my lips, I like to go in with the Kylie Cosmetics lipstick, and it's the Velvet collection, I guess, and this is in the shade Bear. And then I also go in with the Juvia's Place the Coffee Shop collection in the shade Cream Decay. I feel like it gives me that perfect nude lip. So first I go in with the Kylie one, and this one is very pink. Now I just pluck my lips together. And then I'm going to take the Juvia's Place one and go over that one. Okay, and these are our lips. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished look. I think it's very much giving. It's giving baddie, very much so. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and make sure y'all leave a comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. And yeah, that's pretty much that. Don't forget to use the codes down below to get some money off of these products, because period, we're trying to save money, not trying to keep spending it, okay? So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.